So I'm going to ask Kylie to talk a little bit about her perspectives on social media and how it affects her life.
Yeah, so I'm 17 years old, so I'm someone who uses social media every day. When TikTok at first came out, I was in sixth grade. And so everybody was talking about TikTok. And I think at first it was a very innocent, pure. It was a great platform, It was funny. You laugh, you dance. It never really affected me until about 2 years later. That's when the pandemic started, and that's where we seen like a shift in how social media was used. And so we started seeing more influencers, people who would post about their life, and it created this social circle that you kind of had to be a part of, and you had to be in tune with what these influencers were doing, and you had to keep up with the trends of how they lived their life because they were the people that set the trends. And there was kind of this pressure that started to set in, and it was like you kind of had to dress a certain way, act a certain way, and it created this, like, it's almost like an exclusive, if you act like this, you dress like this, you like this social media influencer, that was kind of your identity. And so when the pandemic progressed, it became, you spent more time on social media. And you've seen how these rich people, these millionaire teenagers, how, they lived in their big mansions. They had the newest clothes, and it kind of like you felt like you weren't good enough in a way. If you weren't on their level and you didn't own the newest trendy stuff. So that was kind of the beginning phases of how it felt to be on social media at that time. And then we started to see how, well, in my experience, I noticed that having experiences and kind of, being out in the real world, especially after being trapped inside for so long during the pandemic, life felt kind of weird. Like it was, I had these expectations. Like at that time I was transitioning into high school, and I think that my freshman year experience, it was rough. I didn't enjoy freshman year. I think because I had this expectation that I seen for high school, and I think a mix of the social atmosphere, and then we're bringing like social media. Now I have to like.
Sorry, just wrap up the point and then we'll go to trauma.
Okay. And I started noticing that I didn't feel as fulfilled because of what I seen on social media. It wasn't matching what was happening in my own life. And there was kind of a disconnect because I had been so reliant on social media for so long. And that was kind of damaging.